All right, so we're back again, about to get some more work done, just a few more maintenance things, but I'm gonna turn you around and let you have a look at what we're doing today. Just gonna be working on a few preventative maintenance things. So we got a new serpentine slash accessory belt. Then we have a new AC Delco. I believe this is the idler pulley, and then we have the tensioner here. Not just have mapped down just the steps here that I'll be following just loosely and making sure everything gets done. I'm gonna go ahead and open these up for you to take a look. Yeah, here goes the idler pulley. Comes with a new bolt. And here's the tensioner. Also came with a new bolt. Now we'll hop over to the truck. First things first is there's 4 clips that hold the fan shroud on. One here, and then one's back here, and then same on both sides. So you just pop up the centerpiece and then it should come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other 3 out. There's 2, I believe they're 10mm sockets up here holding it on. To the ground, that's all that matters. Now it should come off. Get that out is really tricky, getting past the fan, but also not hitting the radiator too hard. So you really have to like push it out a little bit, drop it down, and then try and get it like this to pop out. Once that's out, obviously you can see there's a lot more room here, and you can check out what we'll be changing, which is this idler pulley here, and then the tensioner down here. And so this next step, it'd probably be easier if you had an air hammer or air chisel and like a special tool that you can put on it. But around here we don't have that. So just got a long 15-inch adjustable wrench from Harbor Freight. I've adjusted it onto the actual nut. Let me try and see if I can get you a look. Onto the water pump itself. I guess it'd probably be part of the fan clutch down there. So I just have it on there. Then I'm gonna give it a few love taps with the hammer. Just a rubber mallet that I have. And I've also seen that it helps if you also put more tension on the belt. If need be, I'll add some. But look to do the job. So just one little love tap. It's really all you need. In this, you just want to be careful not to drop it. and there it's off. So I'll set this aside and then we'll get to the few little changes that we're gonna be doing. So next is just removing the belt itself. So I just have my wrench in the off position. You just take tension off and let it go. Not hard at all. Just take this off, and I'm gonna keep this until we get the new one on to make sure that that's the correct size and everything. So next we can go ahead and take the idler pulley off, and it does have a bit of noise. With it off, just want to check to make sure same size, diameter. Go ahead and thread this in. With this wasn't that tight. So just go snug in a little bit more. Make sure that it still spins. Which, if I be quiet, you can hear that there's no sound coming from this one. Next is the tensioner. Oh wow. It's definitely time for this to get replaced. And also another thing is, normally pulleys like this, you don't want them to spin that much. Didn't need that anyways. So this one just continues to spin. They don't stop. But this one, I try and spin it and it stops. Which just goes to show that that was bad. And then again, just checking to make sure everything looks to line up so you don't install the wrong part. And as you can see, there's a little locating pin that coincides with a hole in the bracket right here, right next to where the hole is for the bolt. So just line that up. Again, not that tight. And then also while I'm in here, it is leaking coolant, I believe. So I'm gonna do a little look-see to see if I find any signs. I see something up here, a little wetness, but I'm just gonna look more in here, and I actually see some here that could be signs of the water pump failing. I mean, it does have 200,000 miles on it, and water pump may be original. I mean, this is not sounding the best, just like the idler pulley wasn't. Actually wanted to give you a look because it didn't take long. So there's a lot of wetness there, which is right under one of the arms of the water pump. It takes water from, I don't know which direction, but it feeds it to both sides, and the other arm is over here, as well as there's wetness right there. So that fitting, that pipe fitting could be leaking as well and seeping down. So I'll definitely be coming back in here at another time to change this water pump out, but as you can see, it's not too bad of a job. So I've gone ahead and looked up the torque spec, and I saw anywhere between 35 and 40 foot-pounds for both these bolts. So I just went in and checked. I just did 38. So both of those are torqued. Next is making sure that belt that I got actually fits. What I did was just hold them together and then track down both sides to make sure that they're roughly the same length, which if I pull, they are. The old belt has gotten shiny from rubbing a whole bunch, and the new belt is more matte looking. And then you also can see like the ribbing here on the back side, like the stitching of it, where on the new belt it's just one uniform look to it. Gonna go ahead and get this installed. I remember kind of how it went.
He indeed did not remember how it went and had to refer to the diagram.
Yeah, so I have it routed, and then I have it here on the tensioner itself. Keep tension here, just on the belt, so that it stays where it needs to be. I'm gonna go ahead and leave tension. And you want to make sure that it gets in the ribs fine. And then go around with your hand just to make sure everything's in line. On the grooves. Gave it a few more than just one, but it's tight on there on the water pump. Get to try and maneuver this back in here. Sits down on top. There are a couple locating tabs down on the bottom piece sticking up. That the top sits in, and then we'll go ahead and put these fasteners back in. is just putting the 4 clips back in, putting them in, and then pressing in that centerpiece, and then it's all done. That's it. Wasn't too bad. It's secure. Started up to make sure I didn't mess anything up. Another successful time working on the truck. I think that's it until I get that new water pump ordered. I think I already have in my cart. Water pump, fan clutch, because they recommend changing that out at the same time. There's something else, but I can't think of it. I promise I'll get better at doing this while I'm actually going through it.
Okay.